Right, trial and improvement. Solution to this equation lies between 2 and 3. Okay, so to make sure we get these marks, the first number you need to try is 2.5. Okay, always go in the middle. You have to do that to get the mark. So my calculator, I'm going to input, instead of x, I'm going to replace that with 2.5. So I'm literally going to type this into my calculator. Okay, I use a bracket to represent that x value. So 2.5 is going in. Take away then 6, bracket 2.5, take away 4. So I get my calculator. Okay, and I'm literally going to type that in to that formula. Okay, 2.5 cubed, take away 6 times 2.5, take away 4, press the equals, get a fraction, so press the SD, comes out as minus 3.375. Now that is negative, we want it to be 0, so that means it's too small. Okay, now x equals 2.5 gives us an answer which is too small. Okay, we want an answer which is higher, closer to 0. So 2.5 gives an answer which is too small. We've got to try 2.6. Okay, we've got to try a higher value. All right, so 2.6 is the best place to start. So if I go back now on my calculator, I don't have to type it all again. I just need to change it to a 6. Okay, and when I work that out, I get minus 2.024. Okay, now you don't have to write all that down again, right? You don't have to put 2.6 cubed, blah blah blah, right? You know, there's no need for that. The most important thing is you put this answer here, right? So the examiner can see this. Again, it gives us an answer which is too small. Okay, we're getting closer to 0, but it's still too small. So we need to now look at a higher value of x, and as I said, then just go up one decimal place at a time, right? So don't try and skip steps to 2.7 now. So go back to this, change that to 2.7. Okay, and again I get an answer out. It's still negative 0.517, so that's too small again. Okay, so I'm going to try 2.8. So go back on my calculator, change this to 2.8. Now 2.8, look, I'm going to press the SD button there. It comes out as a positive. We've crossed over 0 now, and it turns out now the 2.8 is too big. Right, it's too big. So 2.7 is too small, 2.8 is too big. Now I always use a number line now to represent this. I've got 2.7, okay, that's too small, but 2.8 is too big. Alright, now we only need to get our answer correct to one decimal place, right? So, you know, 2.7 is too small, 2.8 is too big. Our answer is either going to be this or this to one decimal place. It's either going to be 2.7 or 2.8 to one decimal place. But we have to decide which one it is. So we have to decide where the solution is closest to. Is it closer to this or closer to that? The way to determine that is just go in the middle. Try 2.75, right? So go in the middle of 2.7 and 2.8. Try 2.75. So I'll try that on my calculator. Make sure you write it down. Go back here, change this to 7.5, change this to 7.5. Let's type this in properly so I don't make a mistake. So I press that out, and there you can see 19/64. Okay, so that comes out as a positive 0.296875. Make sure you write it down. Okay, the examiner's looking for this. It's too big. Okay, so on my number line, 2.75 is too big. So clearly, if 2.75 is too big, it needs to be smaller than 2.75. So it's going to be over here somewhere. And if it's over here, in this region, it's closer to 2.7. The answer to one decimal place is 2.7.